As a touring bass player, I've been trying to find one pedal that can replace all of my other pedals when I travel, because traveling with a lot of gear is never fun. But there was a pedal that was released a few years ago that claims that it can capture the sounds of your pedals, preamps, and amps so you can condense down your gear load when you travel. Today, I'm trying out a pedal called the Quad Cortex by Neural DSP to see if it can replace my pedal board and withstand the rigors of a pro gig. Huge thank you to Sweetwater Sound for sponsoring today's video. All right, so I'm getting ready for this gig with this pedal. One of the biggest issues I have with taking a pedal board on any touring gig or any live gig is that I don't like to lug a lot of pedals. The pedal that I really have used over the years, the one that I still use all the time, is the API Transformer LX. But here's the issue. This thing is huge. Look how big this thing is. This is my face. Look at the size. This thing is massive, all right? And so usually when I take this, either I can only take this and one other pedal, or I don't take it and I take my little pedal board with three smaller pedals. I have not been taking this with me just because I've been needing some of the more effects and things on the road. And so one of the things I wanted to do with this Quad Cortex, which is one of the biggest selling points that so many of my friends that had these or still have these or use these on the road, is that they take their pedals and preamps like this and they capture them into the pedal. And so you can utilize the effects of them without having to physically take the pedals with you, which is a game changer. There's just a lot of ways I've seen guitar players do this, but to do this with bass pedals would be an absolute game changer. I'm gonna try to capture a few of these preamp pedals that I would like to take with me. I usually use like a chorus pedal, and sometimes I use like some type of compressor or overdrive. What's great is that they have all of these already built into the software, like right here on the computer. Amp cabinets, overdrives, delays, compressors, pitch shifters, modulation like choruses and stuff, which is what I normally would use, filters, EQs, IRs, wahs, so many different things already on here that I may not even need to copy or make a capture for any of those. What I'm gonna do, because I'm actually about to leave to head out of town for this gig, is I'm going to try to make a setting for the show that we have on this weekend. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to capture this API transformer and see if it does it any justice. And then actually another one that I've been wanting to travel with, especially with this particular artist that I'm going out with, I really wanted to bring my Ready. My Ready is like massive. I've taken it to one or two gigs before, and it's just way too big to carry with you. It's a tube DI. It's got one knob, should be pretty easy to capture. So we're gonna try to capture this. We're gonna try to capture the Transformer LX and honestly see if we can make a pedal board within this Quad Cortex so it's all in one pedal. What's super cool about this pedal is that it hooks up to your computer seamlessly via USB. But if you don't want to hook it up to your computer, it can go directly to Wi-Fi and you can update your sounds and your settings there, which is crazy. They say you just hit this button or these three dots and it's touchscreen. Oh, this is so dope. All right, I love this already. New neural capture. All right, so it's basically telling me what to do. Guitar's plugged into here, instruments plugged in here, got that. And then plug in your output, which I have the output already going right here. So for audio. All right, so the capture out, it needs to go to my input of my device that I'm capturing. I got a little cable here, real quick, there, and then there. Everything should be connected. All right, now this is where I'm supposed to get my levels in with my instrument or my bass. So now what we're gonna do is start the capture. Start capture, and we're just gonna let it go. So now what this is doing is it's sending some signals and different things through the pedal so it can get a good sense in capturing kind of like the high end, the mid range and low end. So I can get all the different frequency responses through the pedal. So whenever I play, it can kind of adjust accordingly as I'm playing into my playing ability and playability of it. I'm gonna name this API Transformer Pre. Oh, it's actually going pretty quick. It's already 30% and it's only been just a minute or two. All right, it says that it is ready. So now all I have to do is just hit save. All right, so let's hear what this sounds like. I'm gonna put on my headphones so we can get a nice direct signal so you guys can hear what it sounds like. So this is with it off. This is the bypass. All right, this is with it on. That sounds really, really good. I'm actually very impressed. So before I did this API, I actually already did a capture on the Ready DI. So let's take a listen to what that actually sounds like as well. Now, what I'm going to do really quick is kind of test out some of the effects. I know I'm definitely going to go through like a distortion. Let's see what I can put in here. Yeah, something like that feels good. Maybe a little bit more bass presence. Now I'm going to add something else that I would use on this concert. A chorus. Let me see. Dream chorus. They have a chorus in here. This chorus actually doesn't sound that bad. I think I could dial it in a little bit more, but I think that's good enough for me for now. I am just curious though, what is the some of these other things like the filter? What does the filter sound like? All right, that's a lot of fun. Dude, this is so cool. I didn't realize it had so many sounds that you can do for bass. What Neural DSP also has is this thing called a capture cloud, which basically anytime you capture something, if you want to share it with other people so they can use your settings or gear or whatever, or presets, you can go and upload it to what they call capture cloud and share your presets. I'm gonna do that when I dial some things in so you guys can have my settings as well if you have one. And what's so cool about this too is that you can actually have different layers. So I've got all these pedals right now in this layer. I could cut it off if I want to, but when I have it over here, I can use these stomps to control with what's on and what's off, and it's really, really cool. So let's say I have a sound in here that's like this same kind of layout, but I want it to have the chorus on. I can go to this other bank, make the same exact line of things, or if I want to do one with the Ready or one with the API, I can just go here and have it set up on this particular screen and basically have all these 3 different stomps for different sections. But for this particular event, I'm probably going to do 2 patches, one with the Ready and probably a chorus, and then one that's kind of more of a clean setting. And I actually may do a 3rd one with just a little distortion so we can have that ability to be able to go to that as well. So this is really an incredible, incredible piece of gear. I'm just really excited to use this on this gig. So now I'm gonna pack all this up and then head on to the gig, and I'm gonna try to learn some more about this while I'm there. So on this gig, Caitlin is with me. So right now, Caitlin is pregnant. I think this is the first time we've talked about this on the channel.
I am. I'm 16 weeks.
16 weeks pregnant. And
we're having?
Oh yeah, we're having a little baby girl.
Hey.
What's up?
Girl parents.
Girl parents.
Yeah. What's your girl, Mom?
So Cam.
What's up, brother?
So
I'm using a new pedal today.
Okay.
Am I going to get fired if it doesn't work?
You know, we'll see. Time will tell. What do we have? What do we have today?
We have a
Quad Cortex?
The Quad Cortex is going to be my pedal today.
You'll be good.
Yeah, going back to your Quad Cortex, maybe focus on your playing more than the pedal.
Whoa! Wow! Wow! Caden, are you laughing in agreement?
Yes. No, I'm just kidding.
That's how you don't get fired.
Tone is in the fingers.
I would say this is a pretty small room. Huh?
I mean, it's I don't know, maybe 500 seats or something.
Alright, so I got my clean setting pulled up right now. Set up my chorus setting. And set up my dry setting. These are pretty much all the ones I'm going to probably use for this particular date. And so it's all going with the Ready DI.
And so are these things, can all four just be one signal chain? Or is it,
I think, yeah.
get out, dude.
So you
So you
make
can like,
dial in delays, everything for.
oh, so you can have, does it have two inputs?
Yeah.
So you can have two different instruments plugged in with two different signal chains.
And you can have also two different, and it's stereo outs.
Stereo
too,
out.
which is really nice.
Dude, this is clean. Okay, so you can have a stereo input as well.
Yes. With stereo input, that's kind of insane.
That's wild. Yeah, because I mean, theoretically, you could put something like a Nord through it, because a Nord's got stereo outs.
Would you do
you could
that,
have-
Cam?
Oh, yeah, I would. Come on.
He's like, you
Give me one for free, I'll do it.
I want one of those.
Let's see how it sounds.
It's so clean.
So I'm going to be using my iRig HDX. Wow, it's all messed up right now. I'll be using my iRig HDX to capture the audio through this live mix. This guy right here. Now we do have packs too, but I'm going to try my best. I'm going to see if it'll let me use the live mix so I can get audio so you guys can hear what the pedal sounds like direct and kind of how what everything goes tonight. What's cool about this setup is that I'm using the inner pack instead of this, and so I can just mix it exactly the way I want it. It's not.
If you didn't have this, how would you do it?
I would just use I would go from the wireless unit and just get exactly what's in there.
Oh, okay.
So
Wow.
here I'm getting my inner mix right here with my iRig HDX going to my phone, and then I got my vlog cable going here to the live mix, and so I'm able to mix my mix that I'm recording to you guys. And the app that I'm using for this is the iRig Recorder app right here is what I'm using to get the audio.
That sounds so good, dude. I'm blown away.
It actually, it's the Ready. The Ready one was the one that kind of made the cut.
How complicated is like the capture process?
Oh,
You did capture your DI?
I was actually nervous about that. Actually, super easy.
Cool.
So it actually happened. It was like in less than 10 minutes.
Sick.
So-
So were you like playing through your DI and like hitting a bunch of different like dynamics and stuff, or just
No,
like?
so basically it's almost like a snapshot.
Okay.
So like whatever my setting is on the preamp or DI,
That's
I'm
what-
doing, that's what it mimics. But it gets like all the little, if you do the different dynamics, like high and low dynamics, but it sends a bunch of different frequencies through it.
Okay, yeah.
So it feels
So you don't
really
have to
good.
play it all.
No.
You just plug it in. Okay. Wow.
It does get a level to see what your level would be, but
Okay.
outside of that, it's
Dude,
really
it's like, yeah, almost indistinguishable
that,
from
if-
from a real like bass DI.
that's what we want.
Honestly, this is a great pedal if you play bass and guitar.
Yes, dude.
Because this
I mean,
is
you
great
could-
for guitar.
And I even like, dude, tour like if I wanted to tour with my guitar and lap steel, there are two inputs.
Oh
Girl,
yeah,
reach out to my guy.
Help
Caden.
me! I have
My bike.
I have literally no following. No one knows who I am.
No.
But you should still send me one because I mean I'm a pretty
he's
chill
like,
guy.
He's
so
like, I'll market it for you.
yeah, I'll
Shout it out.
Shout it from the rooftops. Yeah.
Honestly, it sounds really, really good. It's cutting really well. This particular room is very, very boomy, just with some simple EQ changes. Like, it's really cutting well. I'm pleased with it. I like it.
It doesn't sound too thin or anything, does it?
No, not at all.
Not at all?
Not at all.
That's the one thing I feel like bass players are always looking at is like, is this going to be too thin? Especially if guitar players can use it too. So I had to make some adjustments on the chorus pedal, chorus side, because it has like the one that I chose has like a vibrato function and it wasn't sounding exactly the way I wanted it to. But man, this thing actually sounds great, and it's got even more stomps and pedals than what I would normally be able to bring on the gig. So it's really cool, and this setup is really cool too. I've got a Aguilar that I'm running through, just not going through the system. It's just for the house so I can feel it.
This is a world I don't live in. Pedal boards. Honestly, I would pay all that money just for that tuner because it looks cool.
Like the stuff around it, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the tuner's actually really accurate.
Whoa. Down to the cent, baby.
That's so aesthetically pleasing.
Oh my gosh.
How much is this pedal?
It's a great tuner pedal.
The box of nerds doesn't go very well fast.
I don't know what is happening right now. This is what happens when you get these guys together. And they're all bored. And they have nothing to do for a few hours. So I know I haven't really given a lot of clarification on what this event is. It's called Winterfest. I think they said they have seats out for like 10,000 kids, and it looks really full. It looks probably right. Yeah, I just went in there a second ago. It was like 80% full. Huge stage, like right in the center of the room. Conference room, auditorium style. I don't know, something like that. Playing with the artists, and we're gonna be doing a 45-minute set tonight, and then we're driving back home to Nashville. I've actually really enjoyed having this pedal. John, who's running sound, he's always been good at giving me feedback on it. And outside of me having like some new strings on there, which makes it a little brighter, he said it sounds great. That gives me a lot of hope for tonight. And hopefully I can capture some good enough, audio for you guys to actually really hear what it sounds like in context.
All right, y'all two on the side.
Yep.
Our band's actually going to load during the announcer that's happening, and if for some reason they're not playing house music or something below, the band's going to fill it and then go straight into the rejoice at the end of the announcing. So, intro.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Let's get it.
And we have not forgotten that you go on the ride. So we send you back home again. So back and where I am today.
God moved in an incredible way last night. God moved in an incredible, but God is saying, I can do more.
All right, so we just finished the whole set, and it was amazing. I was able to switch my sounds multiple times and things when I was in the moment, and it was so smooth. I had zero issues, and it sounded just like if I had my Ready with me. Now, I don't know if John would think that. John, what did you think about the quad tonight?
It sounded amazing. It really did. Once again, this room was so boomy, but I was able to keep the bass thick, and it pushed through like the high mids really, really nice. Mm-hmm. It's the first time I've ever mixed a bass that run through a quad like that. I was honestly really impressed.
I'll be honest, for myself, I was like, all right, cool. I may actually take this on the road a little bit more. Anyways, we're getting ready to head back to Nashville right now, and we're gonna get there late because we got to be at church tomorrow. I'm actually thinking that I'm going to use this at church tomorrow. So you know what? Let's jump to tomorrow. Now, I will say, after testing out this pedal, this thing is a game changer. But I know what you're gonna say. You're probably gonna say, well, Travis, that pedal is like 1,700 or 1,800 bucks. And yes, that is a huge price point. But I will say, if you are a person who plays guitar and bass, this actually would be a great, great investment because you can put all your pedals and all your different things in this one pedal and not have to switch between pedal boards, because I play guitar as well as bass, and so having this one pedal has been really nice because I can go seamlessly into playing bass or seamlessly into playing guitar without having to change rigs. So if you guys are interested in this pedal, it'll be linked in the description below. Now, if you guys like this video, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Let me know too if you actually own a quad Cortex and how you think it feels for your setup. Now, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe and that bell so you're notified when the newest videos are uploaded. Also, if you want to support this channel, there's a couple of ways you can. You can check out my website, travisdykesmusic.com, and click and make a purchase to any of the products on that site. And also, you can check out my affiliate links in the description below, to where if you click and make a purchase through any of those links, this channel gets a kickback to bring you more videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you really like this style video, you should definitely check out this one right here.